edge of your vision, you notice a village emerging from twists of the wind.
I think we found it.
At times like this, you certainly wish. As you get closer, you see dozens of villagers merged with their homes, yet they're desperately trying to reach any...
Okay, candle maker.
You tell the candlemaker everything about your encounter with the monster.
He ate his people in order to protect them. That's unbelievable. Greedy bastard. You see, he knew they'd be safer with me, but the only things he cared about were his own pride and influence.
You show Luch the pin you found on the ground after fighting the monster. You see sadness welling up in his eyes.
I'd recognize this pin anywhere. It belonged to Min, one of the best singers I... You... I'm not going...
The knight looked.
In a straight line. Luna turns trucks into airplanes.
Found what was when you filled your...
Oh, 10 armor or another armor slot room. Well, I could go for another armor and just put in an armor slot rune. It's gonna be the same. Let's just gain the armor. The other one was like 10 armor but with extra steps. I'm not gonna go fight the boss yet. I'm gonna try and see if I run around a bit in the weirdness. Do I meet any new events? I wonder if they have predetermined locations on the map, and if you go through them while you are in the weirdness.
Deep within the darkness, at the very edge of your vision, you notice a village emerging from twists of the wind.
I think we found it.
At times like this, you certainly wish. As you get closer, you see dozens of villagers merged with their homes, yet they're desperately trying to reach anything that could help them to drag their bodies out of the walls. Horrifying sounds echo from the throats of those who can still scream. Is this the village the witch told you about? It's the voice of an elderly man. He clearly cannot see you, for he has no eyes. His intestines hang loose from his severed belly and merge.
This is
with the weird
grotesque.
roots reaching up from the ground. You try to speak to him, but he seems completely unaware of your presence. You see a mother with 2 children. The weirdness caught them as they tried to escape from their hut, so only the upper halves of their body remain visible. The children are smiling and reaching into the sky with their tiny arms. Again, she doesn't seem to notice you. Her voice is just a whisper. Perhaps she's talking to herself, or perhaps she's talking to the weirdness.
We gotta go through.
You come upon a lifeless shack. Peering into the window, you can see dried out herbs and tincture flasks. Something tells you that this must be the home of the witch who sent you here. As you enter the shack and examine the various esoteric ingredients scattered around, you realize that you could make quite powerful explosives with them. Your mind wanders. Using such explosives here, would it be a mercy or mass murder?
I think... The girl said that she would join us. But we could visit her village. You saw the guy that had no bottom body, right? It's a mercy.
As you light the explosives you made and run to a safe, hotter and hotter it burns until you feel as if flames engulf your... When the heat finally dies down, you realize that the village was only a hallucination. Deciding to burn, it was all in your head after...
Well, it's okay. We still have potions. So how are we doing with our quests? So we've managed to find the Weaver. We don't know the ceremony yet. We will be going around more because I hope we can find the brother in the weirdness. We found the witch's village. Yeah. Candle's done. Sizeable Knight, maybe. We'll see him on the third section because we didn't see him here. Yeah, that hurt. We tried burning down the place, but it didn't work out. What if I... Give me 1 second. I'm gonna run around a bit more in the darkness, in the weirdness. I just want to know if another one is going to pop up. I'm hoping we can find someone knowledgeable in the weirdness enough to tell us about the guy's lost brother. If we'll lose some more HP from one of these encounters, then I'm gonna be stopping for now because I do want to finish this run. Yeah, nothing yet. Let's just go and fight the boss. I'm gonna turn on the lights for the boss fight. I don't want any bad cards during the boss fight. Hey there, ugly guy. I remember that you are buffing. I don't know what I did, but I don't think I used smoke shot. Well, never mind. First thing first, let's decrease his armor. Good. Permanent armor decreasing. Always good. He wants to attack, but he's still stunned. Let's decrease his armor. Let's shoot the... Okay, this is good music right now. Wait. We are taking this guy on with relative ease because we have a lot of defensive cards. That's gonna be a lot of armor decrease with so many maneuvers. Nice. Okay, I managed to kill him sooner than I wanted to. Oh, you're immune to stunning now. I'm gonna be surviving you guys without a problem. It's weird. Man. Oh hell. Stun them? Stun the other one? Okay, no damage this turn. Good. One-hour loops of the same 2 5-minute song. That sounds like... That sounds like you're listening to things like Look at My Horse. You know, look at my horse is amazing, give it a lick.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before.
Yeah, and electronic music tend to be good background noises. That's nice. Corrosive atmosphere. We need to talk with our villagers. Okay, candle maker.
You tell the candlemaker everything about your encounter with the monster.
He ate his people in order to protect them. That's unbelievable. Greedy bastard. You see, he knew they'd be safer with me, but the only things he cared about were his own pride and influence.
You show Luch the pin you found on the ground after fighting the monster. You see sadness welling up in his eyes.
I'd recognize this pin anywhere. It belonged to Min, one of the best singers I ever heard. He ran away from home. A young sire, now a disgrace to his royal family. It's sad that he ended up like that. But there's something about this pin. Give me a moment.
He disappears for a while. When
You did well. And I have an idea for how to avenge the life of this man. The monster must carry at least one more thing with him. I don't know what it is or who it belonged to, but bring me that second item. And I think the monster must bring me that
Okay. Bring you that second item. Like Tim Tim plays in a maze and a maze. The Minotaur with the mayonnaise.
What can I do for you?
before you have a chance to finish.
I know. And at the same time, you've made a powerful ally. I've met her, and but she was content that she doesn't have to worry about my safety anymore. So, we're good for the time being.
NPC saved. That's another one. What kind of special card do you have? Oh, no. No. No, thank you. Okay, I hope the witch is gonna be moving in here. So, who do we have to talk with? Okay, we've got time. Can I rest here? Yes, good. I'm gonna buy one healing potion just to be safe. Do you have runestones that increase my armor? Yeah. Only have one in stock. Well, that's not enough for the thing I want it to use for. Yeah, cracked evil. One more cracked evil and we're gonna have even more armor. Okay, so now we need to meet that guy again. The ugly one. Oh, there's the fat knight, I think. If it's not an enemy. Oh, it might be an enemy. Please tell me the fat knight is somewhere around here. Please tell me you're not an enemy and you're the fat knight I need to meet. You guys here and just defend against you, good. Shoot the big guys first, because the small guys are damaging the big guys. Decrease their armor, because why not? Good. I'm gonna need the advanced feint. That's good enough armor. Arrow bag, why not? I can use you for free, and then I can use you again for free, which is gonna decrease their armor by a lot again. If you continue calling him fat, he'll definitely... Don't worry about it. He's always hungry. If I give him food, he'll be friendly with me. Give them the food. I think he's actually called the Fat Knight, so I'm not just being a jerk here, trust me. You always meet him and he's like, I'm hungry. Do you have anything to eat? If you don't give him something to eat, he'll eat you, or he'll try to eat you. So bear in mind, there's a reason for me calling him like that. I don't know how I'm supposed to be playing so many maneuvers in one turn. How much runestone dust do we have? Nice, we might be able to get some upgrades.
Guardian of this altar.
Hello there, yeah. I have a big sacrifice for you. Well, why not? I'll take the passives. These are all enemies, right? Yeah. That's the roaming warband with an All-Mother's altar. I need to take a look around and see if we have... Not that sizable, yeah. Big, heavy boned, big boned. He's plus sized. He's a plus sized model. Old merchant over there. Silence over here. Oh hell. You're telling me I'm not gonna have the big night when I have this much food on me. I don't know if I said this before, game, but I hate you. I hate you, game. Maybe on the other side, On the far side. No. Sizeable. Sizeable knight. Oh, okay. Well, they can take my sizable nuts. Okay, this hand just begs me to use them and decrease the armor of the enemy. Thick knight. Well, that's a good one as well. I'm gonna be really sad if that's true, Luna. Okay, the problem is, it seems like we've lost a lot of armor. I don't know how they decreased it this much, but I need to use up my health. I think I can kill this guy before he hits me. Good. Oh yeah, I remembered something. Something that could be fun. Have you guys ever heard about Space Station 13? Here he is! Guys! It's the Sizeable Knight! Right behind the roaming warband. They were hiding him. I even gave up. Oh yeah. Sets video on it as well, yeah. I have played the game a few times and I was thinking about if I should... I was thinking about streaming it a few times. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna... Well, you can't hit me, so I'm just gonna go for the ogre first. Stop this guy. I remember I had one very epic run with that game. Well, Luna, for you, I'll tell you that it's a space station with like 50 people playing on it and making it work. The thing is that all 50 people on the space station are actual people required to roleplay and do their jobs to make the station work. And usually there's like 1, 2 or more. This music is like... Oh yeah. It's like when the hero powers up before the epic fight. Yeah, and the thing is that it's very difficult to learn to play because it has a lot of systems in it and it's not really good looking. But with a lot of systems in play, there are multiple options there to have fun. You can go and become a cook, you can go become a gardener, you can go become a geneticist. You can repair things, build things as an engineer. You can be a security guard. You can be a roboticist, remove people's brain and put them into cyborgs and so on, and robots. So there's a lot. I remember we had fun with my friends multiple times. One of the... Oh, wait a second. I want to see the interaction with the Sizeable Knight.
You. I'm not going.
The knight looked.
Holy shit. I thought this would be enough. Well, Marquand, you're talking about the person whose favorite game is simulator games? But trust me, being a gardener is fun as well, because I'll tell you about a few runs we had. There was a run where the guys hacked the seed machine. The machine that gave you out different kinds of seed that you could use as gardening. Well, 13 food should have been a lot, I'll be honest. I thought that would be more than enough. So the guys hacked the console and they were able to reach different kinds of plants that you usually wouldn't be able to. The first one they noticed and wanted to use was that they could plant cannabis from now on. They got cannabis seeds from the whatchamacallit? From the seeds, yeah. And they started planting that. I was the cook, so I started putting cannabis into all of the foods, all hamburgers, all sandwiches, everything had cannabis in it. There were investigations going around, like what's causing people to be constantly wrecked. Security wanted to find out what was happening, and sooner or later they found out that we were direction of gardener. Many years ago, I certainly... Oh, that sounds nice. Did you stop your education? Because it sounds like you stopped. So yeah, and that was one thing. So we managed to make everyone high on weed thanks to our weed sandwiches and weed pizzas and weed hot dogs and weed spaghettis. It worked perfectly. After that, the guys found out that you can genetically manipulate your plants and make them become something different. And the guys found that there was information on the internet to make the plants sentient. So after a while, in the gardening position, they... Hey there, Fiach. Working while working at home and just headphones on. Hey there, yeah. Nice to see you here. So yeah, we got caught with the edibles. That's for sure. The bad guys. I was about to say bad guys. We were the bad guys. The security found us and beat us into pieces because we managed to drug key personnel. For example, the head researcher and the head medic. So, well, for quite a long time, nobody managed to get healed because the other doctors were stupid and didn't know how to use their things and how to heal people. It was fun. It was fun having everyone high and going around. Police are the bad guys, clearly. Yeah. So back to gene manipulating. The guys gene manipulated mushrooms, and they made mushroom men. So there were mushroom men who could, after growing up large enough, could leave their planting grids and they were walking around. The thing was that these mushroom men were quite territorial, and they started killing each other. So when two mushroom men got close to each other, they started fighting and hitting each other until one of them died. So mushroom men were growing and dying non-stop. So the first thing they did is that they made a fight club. So they told people that there's a fight club going on in the garden, and they brought in people and told them that there are going to be bets going on, so people can bet on the mushroom men, on who's going to be winning. So the mushroom men were always fighting. Some people came around, of course, security came around and decided that this is causing problems with the functions of the station, and the lawyer came around, and the lawyer said that since the mushroom men were alive, they had rights, and that their rights include the fact that they don't have to live in a fight club and die in a fight club non-stop. So they were all playing hard. That's for sure. And decided that they have to shut down, which was okay for a time. But then the guys decided that since they found out that they can mutate these mushroom men as well, so after they come alive and walk around, these mushroom men can be still mutated. So they managed to mutate out a strain of mushroom men that when they died, they exploded into some red goop which had THC in it, so it was cannabis. This is RP. Yeah, they were role-playing constantly. Like, people came in and they were having quite fun with it. So they acted out everything that was happening. It was good. It was quite good. Yeah. And then they released these mushroom men onto the station. So most of the times they were stuck in the garden, but they released these mushroom men who went out, started killing each other next to people. So I was getting worried. So they started exploding, and after the mushroom men exploded, they everyone around the mushroom men became high. So because the THC goop that was flying around everywhere.
What am I doing here?
So we still managed to get everyone high, and we told them that it's not our fault. We created mushroom men. It's not our fault that they decide to attack each other, and when they die they explode into cannabis goop. Well, they did put us into jail, so it's not like it worked perfectly, but it was good. I remember being an asshole as a cook one time. I remember that there's a clown on the station whose only job is to be amazingly annoying. That's his only job, trust me. He needs to be amazingly annoying. And when he came around to my kitchen, he started throwing stuff into the kitchen, and it was causing me a few problems. I wanted to click on some bread, I wanted to make some sandwiches, and I couldn't because there were like 3 or 4 things on top of the bread. Stuff like huge shoes, red noses, apple pies, and so on. He threw a lot of things in. So I decided to be an asshole, and he was with his pet monkey. Well, the pet, by an accident, the pet monkey came very close to the window opening where I was giving out food from. So I grabbed the monkey, I dragged the monkey inside, and I took him to the back where I butchered him. I butchered his clown monkey and made hamburgers out of him, just to make sure that he leaves me alone. Well, I'll give you one question. Do you think he left me alone after that? I'll wait a bit because the stream is slow a bit. Okay, this guy needs to die because I have decreased armor by a lot. Good. None of these are useful. Nope. Yeah. The guy did not leave me alone, of course. Of course he intensified, yeah. Yeah, okay, now I see Lina's messages. Yeah, so he got angry, of course. He tried to send the security at me. But of course he had zero evidence, because the only evidence he would have had is the monkey himself. But he was butchered into small pieces of meat, so no one could tell what kind of meat that was. And I just told him that the clown is being stupid again, don't listen to the clown. And you know, since his job is to be annoying, everyone believed me. So he constantly tried to come into my kitchen. Luckily, the bartender, to get into the kitchen, you need to go through the bar, and the bartender had a shotgun placed in, you know, classic bartender and bars. You need to have shotguns in them. So the bartender had a shotgun, and whenever he tried to come in, he just told him to fuck off or he's gonna be shot in the face with a shotgun. But right until the end of the round, he was trying to get in and take care of me. He was trying to get in and beat me up, but I was the law-abiding citizen, and no one could say anything wrong about me or bad about me. And I remember playing, you have modded servers as well. Yeah, that's how I should start this out. You have modded servers or situational servers as well, where you have a basic setting which is different from we have a station and we need to do X or Y to finish the scenario, or survive and leave after everything goes to shit with the traitors on board. And for example, there's the Colonial Marine server where you are playing on a server with the Aliens universe. So you are playing either as a soldier or as an actual alien in game, and all of them are of course player controlled, and there are some amazing situations there as well. So you have to, so for example, you have a hierarchy. You have to listen to your superiors all the time, or you can get court-martialed. You can get problems with other players. You are gonna get banned for an X amount of time if you're breaking the rules, and they're not too much. So like, don't disobey or your superiors too much, and don't kill your allies for no reason. That's the only thing like that's gonna get you kicked. Holy hell, okay, yeah, so you can play as a lot of... You can have a lot of different weapons, you can mod your weapons there. There's a caste system for the aliens. If you get caught by an alien, they are going to actually drag you into the darkness, get a face hugger on you, and then your chest will explode in due time and you will turn into an alien as well. Constant fighting, screaming. There are medics, there are engineers and everything you need in a fighting situation. It's very good if you want more of a role or a destination if you want to go at it. In normal game mode, I also played as a geneticist. I managed to create superpowers, things like super strength, X-ray vision, telekinesis. There are guides online for all of these and how to do them. Of course, it's not easy to do them because, for example, with genetics, they're all usually randomized and you need to try out a lot of things on monkeys, see if they change or something happens to them. Try them out on yourself, see what you feel after getting irradiated and changing some of your genes. Then I went around and started shooting people with syringes with my superpower syringe. Trying to kill this guy first, but he's not making it too easy on me. there was a geneticist who created clones of himself throughout the station. Because in your genes, you have your looks and the NPCs, well, general appearance coded. So when you get your own DNA and you inject people with your own DNA, their name, their looks, and everything is going to change about them into the same thing as the first person whose DNA you were using. So there was like one time when we created a cult, and the cult had people joining them and becoming the same person, the geneticist. It grew quite big, so even after some time, the captain himself joined the cult. And the thing is, I shouldn't be fighting these guys anymore because I already have everything I could want. I'm gonna be merging this upgrade and I'm gonna be heading off to the boss fight. And after that I'm gonna have to leave for now. As I said, it's gonna be fun next week since I'm not gonna have any work, so I'm gonna be here playing all kinds of games. Okay, so this guy. You're the one who has 4 distinct phases, yeah. Okay, so let's start with a barrier. You can't really go through my barrier, and then I'm gonna decrease your armor right now, because I know that decreasing your armor now is gonna be worth it in the long run. Give you a few hits. Okay, I've got enough defenses. I don't want to stun him, that's for sure. I do want to use my idea card to decrease his armor a bit, since I'm not going to be shooting him right now. Okay, did you enter your second phase? No, you haven't. Good. So right now I'm gonna go for corrosive shots, an advanced feint. After that we're gonna do the double idea again. That's a lot of decreased armor, and I'm gonna decrease it even more with the toxic shots. Good. I'm gonna go acid shot. I'm gonna give you a few hits. I'm gonna do an arrow bag because I know that I get a few extra maneuvers after using arrow bags. He's getting more and more damage in his face, which is very good. Okay, he started summoning guys. That's not good, but we can deal with most of them. I'm gonna decrease your armor even more. He's taking huge amounts of damage, but he's gonna start spawning cultists, so I'm gonna stun him this turn, not to let him spawn double cultists. Okay. Oh, you summon them no matter what I do. That's good to know. Let's see if we can manage to hit him a few times. Well, not really. You're gonna summon even more cultists, right? Yeah. Well, I can still shoot you in the face a few times. Good. This guy is dead as well. I'm gonna merge even more of these guys. Good. Now we'll go for the boss again. Let's take the special passive. Okay. So Little boss, I'm coming for you. We're gonna have enough money to upgrade our scientist as well. We have enough rune stones to upgrade the rune drop chance as well to maximum. So we've been getting a lot of runes and they've been very good to us. Okay, so it's you again. Nice to see you. I'm gonna go for idea, double somersault, overwhelming insight. Okay, overwhelming insight might have been the wrong card I didn't want to play, but I already did it, so let's just decrease his armor this way with toxic shots and corrosive shots. I can stun you, do I want to? No. Okay. I'll go for one feint and then a stunning idea. Decrease your armor some more. Don't use the bottomless bag yet, because that's only one extra arrow for me. Okay, I'm gonna do one feint. I think I'm gonna do one more feint so I can use corrosive weaponry again. Toxic shots are decreasing his armor by 50 each time I hit him, so that's a lot of negative armor we're stacking up on him. An acid shot. Let's go idea, glimpse of possibility for 2 extra cards. Let's go. You're gonna be buffing and summoning, so I'm not gonna let you do that. Stun you right now, decrease your armor even more. This fight shouldn't be problematic at all. Let's go for unstoppable volley. Good. As long as I don't get like amazingly bad draws with no defensive cards, this should be easily doable. That's a lot of damage you've got yourself. I've got increased damage non-stop as well, thanks to my runes. All of us are increasing our damage. But luckily we have huge amounts of armor and huge amounts of barrier, so there's nothing he can do. And he's dead. Hey, we won this run. Nice. Let's see the cards we're getting. Oh my, duplicate? Duplicate, okay, that's a good duplicate, which is increasing our damage. Heavy protection, gain barrier. Okay, this is a very good card for this character because you can use... Oh no, it's too expensive. Well, shit. This could be good. Unlimited power. Each arrow card drawn from quiver increases your damage. Each flip, gain 10% for next hit. Nice. Okay, bloodthirsty shot. Missing HP barrier, no. Mindful progression. 2 maneuvers. 2 cards from deck. Well, that's not too interesting. Nice. Cost of every card drawn by flipping spree. Easy. Thank you guys. Yeah, GG. We still don't have our last villager, but I think the witch girl is gonna be the one we need since we found her village. I hope she's gonna tell us more about it. You can see that we've saved 8 souls from corruption. There's gonna be the Sizeable knight. There's gonna be the candle maker. We're gonna have the guy who lost his brother. We're gonna have the witch girl, that's 4. And there's still one more. Well, okay. We'll see. We'll see who's left over. So I'm going to be taking this off from for now. So thank you very much for joining me, guys.